What's going on, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. As per usual, we have, here we got Atlantean Mermail versus Kozmo. Bringing back the Atlantean Mermail, again with another, a common matchup here. More so on my channel recently. Kozmo, obviously with their new support. Been at least a little while since the Shining Victories was released, and that's kind of blown over really fast. But they do have at least the build my friend's playing here does have the, as you can see, Fire King Island, searching the Grunix, popping the Dark Destroyer's hand, summoning Strawman. Very good combo play. Perhaps not summoning Strawman, but they do have access to cards now like Dark Planet, Dark Lady. Just really good cards. Not playing the Walker or the Scaredy Lion. I don't know if they'll ever actually play those. Perhaps someday people will be teching one of those cards, whether it be one or the other, as maybe a nice one-of target. But you see he's got Kozmo, Dark Lady, the Strawman there in the middle, and a Tin Can, end phase Tin Can. I'm gonna put some ships in his graveyard. I think the Slip Rider got added to his hand, or perhaps it was Dogfighter. Makes sense since there it is on the field standby phase. He's gonna chain that out, summon it, so he will get the token summon effect from that to summon a copy of Dogfighter essentially. So here I summoned Neptibus and had a bit of a ruling question. Of course, he wanted to negate the Neptibus effect, but I was quick to summon it to think, because a lot of people brought it up. Last time, Strike, you could still send for cost off Neptibus, even if it got striked. And that was a stupid mistake I made. So I was trying really hard here not to let a mistake like that happen again. Kozmo, Dark Lady says, negate the activation of the effect. And if you do destroy that monster. Now, there are some cards like Skill Drain that say, monster effects are negated, but effects can still be activated. So of course you could still summon Neptibus under Skill Drain and send, because that's part of cost. That's the cost of Neptibus's effect. In order to activate Neptibus's effect, you have to send an Atlantean from your deck to your graveyard. You don't even, that's not even considered an effect. It's cost. So we looked up the ruling. We didn't really look up a ruling. We kind of just said, you know, if Strike says negate the activation, people were saying, like, I was like, yeah, people were telling me that it doesn't matter. You know, like, if Strike would go off, because I'd still get to send for cost. So he's gonna opt not to negate that, knowing that I would still be able to send for cost. That's how we worded it here. We didn't look anything up. Just wanted to play. If that's not actually how it was, well then that's fine. We were disregarding that for this match. But if that's how it can go, that's fine. But he's gonna end up negating the infantry with the Dark Lady. You know, obviously to keep board presence, so he doesn't lose, you know, any more of his field to the massive onslaught of fish on my side of the field. I'm trying to set up a Moulin play there. You saw me just add it, and I've got lead, so I can make some interesting plays happen here. But I'm trying to be a little funky here with how we do things. Now I'm thinking I could overlay and do a Gaios to clear up room to summon Moulin, and then after Moulin is dropped, I can activate Lead's effect, attributing Teus, knocking another card out of his hand. But he only had 2 cards in his hand at the moment, so not necessary. So I figured I'd make a bit of a different play now that I have an extra level 7, which originally I thought I want to take 3 cards out of his hand, but he didn't have 3 cards, so I was like, we'll change things up here. So I make Big Eye. May seem like a questionable play, but you'll see how this ends up playing out here. We hit the Garunix and I believe Sword Trooper out of his hand, and thanks to Big Eye now I'm getting a free negation. Thanks to that Kozmo Dark Lady. So we're gonna enter battle phase here. Now I gotta be careful. I did forget the whole Gaios thing where while it has materials, level 5 rare monsters period cannot attack. And I went and attacked with Moulin and stuff, and we rewound in real life and kind of reset the field. And then obviously the attack with Dragoons would have went over the Strawman no problem. And then continuing battle phase, the Gaios attacked over his Dogfighter chained into the Slip Rider you're seeing there on his field. He'll be quick to set one back row during his turn and pass. I'll get the chance to attack again, now with Big Eye. Now that he has not activated his effect this turn, he'll get a chance to attack. Thanks to him being a level 7 or a rank 7 and not a level. I'll chain max you to that summon. I'll get a free draw off that. Might as well draw into an upstart. An upstart I believe gets me a Teus. Big Eye attacking his last monster in that summoning chain. And he's going to realize me still having 3 negations there, still being very key. Had the Mizuchi for spells, the Kozmo, Dark Lady for monster effects, basically to clean up anything that Gaios can't get himself. Being at that point, I believe, 3,600 thanks to Mizuchi, so he can pretty much negate anything in the Kozmo arsenal, except Dark Planet, which has 4,000 attack. But he never ended up getting Dark Planet. I've never been Dark Planeted yet. I've never had somebody just be able to negate as many spells as Kozmo cards they have in their graveyard. So luckily that's not happened yet. Not really looking forward to that. So game 2 here. He's got Tin Can, I think. He went through a Tin Can and was able to summon out a ship off of that. And I have to start things off with a Teus. Teus discarding the Lind, and then I go grab a Pike. I already have Gunned in hand, I believe, or I think I've opened Pike and then search Gunned, and then Pike Gunned, discarding Gunned to summon back the Lind, getting a search of, I believe, a Marksman. And then I crash my Lind in battle phase. I Gamma Sealed him. Okay, that's what I did. I didn't catch that there, but I Gamma Sealed. I think a Dark Eclipse or so, whatever he had in his hand. And then Lead being able to be brought back to take a card out of his hand there, thanks to the Lind. Getting rid of that Pike to set up for a nice discard out of his hand, hitting a Dart Destroyer. I'm going to Gaios, and I normal summon that Marksman that I searched last turn. And just start putting pressure on by being able to summon out a Prince if I needed to, or a Dragoons for extra damage. Just sealing up the game right there. Didn't open up too well, but it was just enough. And especially with the Gamma Seal that I was playing, I'm playing 2 Gamma Seal in the main deck. They were originally on the side. I've incorporated them into the main deck. And I am really, really liking them for the upper hand they give you in the Kozmo matchup. And a lot of other matchups. Being able to just freely get rid of a monster your opponent controls is nice. Been thinking about playing a Interrupted Slumber engine. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of a lot of cards to devote. But we'll see. I'm really liking the 2 Gamma Seal. And it has great synergy, obviously. If it's not something you need at the moment, it's a great discard target for pretty much all of your cards. You may not get an effect off of it, but at least it's useful for something other than, at least in Mermail, than attributing one of your opponent's cards. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. It's greatly appreciated. And always, guys, Winter Kill is signing out. We'll see you in the next one.